Assalamu alaikum, this is Mubaraka, and I know I don't give you enough warning when I'm coming on live, but I found it so much easier. It's easier for me to do live videos than to sit down and try to edit stuff and put it together and make it all, super fancy. I want to make sure that I came on today to tell you that next Saturday I am doing a live webinar training specifically for Muslim women. Now, I have been in the health and fitness industry for 20 years, and after successfully owning a fitness studio for women here in Connecticut, helping thousands of women navigate their way through weight loss and health program and reach their goals, getting 13 fitness and nutrition certifications and an academic degree in exercise science, I've put together a formula that is both practical and really pretty easy to follow when you do it step by step, and I want to share that with you absolutely free. So next Saturday, it's really important. So before I give you a little bit more detail about it, I want you to make sure that you share this video. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that the Muslims are like a structure, that we strengthen one another. And so I want to start a Fit Muslimah revolution, and I want you to invite every Muslim woman that you know to join it. I want being healthy and fit to be as common as going to the masjid or going to the mall. So I want to make sure that you share and invite others to this webinar. So when it comes to health and fitness, it's sort of simple complexity. We are in an age of social media and internet, and unfortunately what that does is it gives us too much information. Before I came on, I literally just Googled weight loss diet. 52 million links. Oh my gosh, can you just imagine? I just can't even imagine the confusion that a person who doesn't know which one is correct and what is based on research or real information, what's just marketing, on what you would think when you're looking at the internet and one site is telling you that you can't be healthy unless you're vegan. Another site is telling you that you should be eating all the meat and being paleo. Another is saying go to the Mediterranean, and another is saying go to South Beach, right? So how does one navigate through this information? Well, I really believe in empowering women to take control of their health and their life, really making practical steps. So when it comes to weight loss, I know that women in general want three things. They want to look good, they want to feel healthy, and they want to enjoy their life without feeling like they're being held hostage by their weight loss goals. Not being able to go out with friends or enjoy an ice cream cone with your kids, or even have a piece of chocolate if you want. And all of those things are absolutely possible when it comes to losing weight. We have women in one of two camps, right? So I find that when women come to me, they're either paralysis by analysis because they've Googled weight loss goals, right? And they have all of these programs and information available to them, and they just don't know what to do. So in light of not knowing what to do, the other thing that I find is that those women, they really don't know where to start. So they find themselves just not doing anything, not moving, probably not making healthy eating choices, or they're jumping from one diet program to the next because they've tried this detox for 2 weeks and it didn't work and the weight came back, or they tried this diet for a week and they gained weight instead of lost weight because it wasn't tailored to their specific needs. And there is a way to navigate through that. And then you have women that are on the other side of things, right? We don't feel like we've gotten a good workout if we haven't been in the gym for 2 straight hours. I have to go to a class and I have to get on the machine, right? So this is overtraining. And a lot of women do that, where they just feel like they have to run a marathon in order to lose the weight and keep it off. And if anything less is almost psychologically torturing, right? So we don't have to be on either extreme. And as Muslims, we should not be on either extreme, right? We want to be in the middle. We want to be moderate. We want to be balanced. And I'm going to go over that in the webinar that I'm going to do next Saturday. Remember, next Saturday, 11 a.m. The link is in the description of this video. If you're watching this on YouTube, then it's below the video. And we're going to go over the 5, maybe I'll include a 6th one, 6 steps that Muslim women in particular, the 6th one is specifically for Muslim women. And that one really is looking at health and fitness with the right mindset, with an Islamic mindset. If we look at the 5 pillars of Islam, we see that 4 of those 5 pillars are actually physical actions. Salah is a physical action. Zakat is a physical action. Fasting, we know we're in Ramadan, it is a very physical action. Making Hajj is a physical action. And so we cannot complete these types of ibadah if our body is not healthy and fit. So this is the mindset that we have to approach whatever health and wellness goal that we have when we set them, right? We have to approach them with this mindset of, number one, it can be ibadah, because we know that in Islam, your actions is based on your intentions. So if you approach it with the mindset that this is fi sabilillah, because when I finish this, I'm going to be able to take care of my family better. I'm going to be able to stand in salah longer. I'm going to be able to have more vigor to be able to serve the community. When you approach it with that mindset, it completely changes it. So we are going to talk about that on Saturday. We're going to talk about what does it mean to do resistance training as a female, right? There's a myth out there that women are not supposed to lose weight. And so I find that women are doing one or two things. Either they are, well, more than one or two, but a lot of them are either lifting too light. So I say, do you have weights? And they're like, oh yeah, I have a 3-pound dumbbell. If that's you, then you definitely need to sign up for this webinar. You should not be lifting a 3-pound dumbbell unless you have some serious physical limitations. And they do that because there's a myth that weight training makes us bulky, and it does not. Weight training definitely does not make women bulky. We don't have the hormone profile in order to create the bulk that men have. So when women tell me, well, I don't want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I say, don't worry. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger had to take steroids to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So as long as you're not taking steroids, you're straight. The other thing too is that this myth that the only way to lose weight, or even the best way to lose weight, is cardio. That is such an outdated philosophy. The new research tells us that's absolutely not true. And I'm going to talk to you about how cardio can even sabotage your weight loss goals. And going too long and too hard can actually work against you in the long run. And so we're going to talk about what's an appropriate dose and intensity of cardiovascular exercise. That's really important. The other thing that we're going to talk about is stress, and actually go through some stress management techniques that's going to that's going to the stress management techniques that I'm going to show you, it's really going to change the game. 60 seconds is all that you need, right? If you find that you are really stressed out and you find yourself you're stress eating and you're not focused on what you're supposed to do, we're going to talk about how to change that mindset and how to make a real impact on the stress that's in your life, right? It's about a mindset and using these very effective stress management techniques. We're also going to talk about sleep and why sleep is really important, and women do not get enough sleep. And the research shows that not only do we not get enough sleep, but physiologically, women actually need more sleep than men, believe it or not, and we actually get less, right? So we're going to talk about what we can do and how we can sleep in a way and prepare ourselves for sleep in a way where it's more restorative. So we know that when we sleep now, that during the day our brain builds up very small toxins in our brain as it's doing all of its functioning, and sleep actually releases that toxin to help your brain clear it out. And what happens when you're not getting enough sleep for that to happen? We know that a lack of sleep also, it affects your memory. One of the reasons why that happens is because during sleep, our body pretty much acts like a computer in a way where it stores everything that happened during the day and it stores it into your long-term memory. So it's really funny how we have kids and we say, oh, well, I have mommy brain, right? I can't remember. Mommy brain has a lot to do with sleep deprivation, believe it or not. And let's talk about how we can adjust our schedules in a practical way that fits for us and our family, that's going to allow us to get more sleep and more restorative sleep. So all of those things are things I want to talk to you about. The only reason why I'm not doing it Facebook Live is because there's some visuals I want to show you. And if you followed me for a while, you'll know that when I just want to chat with you, I'm on Facebook Live. But when I want to teach and train you and I want to give you practical knowledge and information that you can use immediately, that's when we go webinar, okay? So I want you to use the link below or on the side of this video, and I want you to sign up for the webinar. I want you to share it with your friends. And we're going to talk about it. I'll still be here live on Monday at 10 a.m. What do we come on? We come live at 10 a.m. Live at Facebook Live every Monday at 10 a.m. And we also are going to be on the radio on Wednesday. On Wednesday on the radio, we're actually having a researcher come in and specifically talk about weight loss for women post-menopause. So you definitely want to, there's a lot of great stuff coming up, right? So I'm really, really focused on bringing you information that you can use, that's relevant, that's going to help you live your best life ever. So I'm going to scroll a little bit and see if we have a couple of questions. How long can a person exercise before seeing results? How long? So it depends on what results are to you. So when you ask how long can a person exercise before they see results, that depends on what results. Is the results the way that you feel? Is the results the way that you look? Is the results what you're seeing on the scale? So there is a different answer for each one of that. Of course, you feel better immediately when you exercise. So how long? As long as it takes you to actually step into the gym and then step back out of it after you're done exercising, and that's how long it takes. But you can certainly see results fairly quickly, particularly if it's a new program. So we'll talk about that. Like doing the same thing over and over again actually takes longer to see results than mixing up your program and doing specific types of exercises. So we'll talk about that as well. Is the webinar female only? So this webinar, I am going to specifically talk to Muslim women. I'm going to specifically, non-Muslim women are absolutely welcome to join in. We'll talk about really basic thing. We're not different physiologically. The mindset part and the spirituality part may be a little bit different, but the physiology, the exercise, the nutrition part, you can certainly, anybody can certainly can benefit from that. So I invite you to join in and benefit for that part. But yes, I'm going to specifically be talking to Muslim women during this webinar. Okay, so inshallah, remember to share this video and to invite your friends so that we can start a Fit Muslimah revolution in health and wellness. All right, Assalamu alaikum.